Long time no see. I haven't recorded a video in a while, in over a week. So, I thought maybe I should make a video. I don't know what it's going to be about yet, but I figured I'd just wing it. Because I'm still waiting for one of my friends to watch another video of mine that I wanted them to watch to give me their thoughts. But they haven't watched it yet. You know who you are. Don't forget to watch that. Anyways, I do know what I want to talk about, actually. I want to talk about people who say they're too smart for religion. Or too smart for God. And let me tell you something. There are people who believe that. There are people that believe that because we believe in God, we are religious, that we are intellectually, that they are intellectually superior to us because they don't believe in a God. There are stupid atheists, and there are stupid Christians. Let's get that out of the way. And now, I'm not being insulting, but if you're like me, or if you're one of my friends, you know what I'm talking about. There are Christians that don't know what the heck they're talking about. And there are atheists that don't know what the heck they're talking about. That's what I'm talking about now, kinda. But what I mean is when people say they're too smart for religion, how is that possible? Like, you can't be smarter than something that you don't understand. Besides, wasn't there a verse? There's a cat outside. Anyway, wasn't there a verse somewhere in the Bible that said, I believe it was Proverbs something, professing to become wise, they became fools. You can have a master's degree, you can be like really smart, but you're never too smart for religion. And you can be a Christian and you can still love science. I mean, that's the one thing I hate about the stereotype is that Christians hate science, or like people who believe in a religion or believe in God hate science. When I don't hate science, a lot of people I know love science who are Christians. A lot of people like science. Just because we don't agree with evolution and the Big Bang does not mean we hate science or that we think science is unacceptable. And I notice that people are always like to say how religious people don't like advancement in medical technology or something like that. I have never once met or heard of anybody that does not like advancement in medical technology that's religious. That is stupid. I mean, if there is a technology, if we're able to create something that can save lives, I don't care if it's like, if it's natural or if it's like good, or like if it can save lives, do it. Like, great. But I don't think we should be playing God either, if that makes sense. That's kind of what I want to talk about. You cannot be too smart for religion. You can't even be too smart for God. And if you're an atheist watching this video, I'm not trying to insult you. I'm just saying, you know, from my point of view, you can't be too smart. You can't be smarter or too smart for God. Because considering the fact that God created you, God created the universe, I'm pretty sure he's smarter than you. But hey, what do I know, right? I don't know anything. I'm just a Christian. It's been a long time since I had to rant. Since I've been able to rant. And I've read a lot of stuff. And it's been a long time since I had to rant. And there will be another video coming up about racism in America that I want to cover. And I'm going to record that one right after this one. So, rant central. But anyways, back to the point. You can't be too smart for God. And no matter what you say, you can't be too smart. And you can't be smarter than something that you don't understand. If you don't understand religion, how can you be too smart for it? Or how can you be smarter than it? You can't. If you want to judge somebody and their beliefs, make sure you look at both sides of the story. Don't just say, like, don't just look at one person's, like, this is kind of like for the presidential debate, which is going to be in my next video that I do, like I said, with the racism and stuff. But, like, picking a presidential candidate that you like, you should not look at, say you're a Democrat, You should not look at Hillary and say, Hillary's the one I want for president, without first understanding and looking into the other side, like Bernie, or like Trump, Carson, Cruz, Rubio, whatever, and all of their points of views. You have to look at them a non-subjective point of view. I think that's the right word. You have to look at them from, like, you have to look at them, like, you have to look at them all as equals, and you gotta pick one that you like. That's what I'm trying to say. You can't just, like, if you listen to only right-wing people, always hear bad stuff about the presidents, about the other candidates on the Democrat side. If you listen to only Democrat side or the liberal side, you'll only hear what the conservative, you only hear what you want to hear, and you won't hear the truth. That's why I think it's very important for people to understand everything about the presidential candidates. I believe that if you want to vote, then you need to make sure you know everything about the candidates you want to vote for. Don't just listen to one side of the argument and assume that they're right. You have to do what I do. You have to look at both sides, Democrat, Republican, and then you have to take what you hear and you kind of have to put it into your own, like, thoughts. You have to make it your own. You cannot just, you can't just assume. Because if you assume, you make an ass out of you and me. So, honestly, my jokes are just getting worse. I mean, they'll get worse. That's what you need to understand. But anyways, back to the point. That's why I think that you should not be so quick to judge religion. And if you're a Christian, you should not be so quick to judge evolution. I'm not saying that you have to, come to a compromise. I'm saying that you have to make sure you understand if you don't agree with something. You have to understand why you don't agree with it. Don't just disagree with something. Don't just disagree with evolution because that's what other Christians do. Make sure you have your own reasoning. Don't just be a blind follower. Even though that's not necessarily a bad thing, but it is sometimes a bad thing. What the heck did I just say? Whatever. Just make sure you do your homework is what I'm trying to say. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Make sure you do your homework, and make sure you're not so quick to write off, a presidential candidate, or religion, or whatever else. So I think that's pretty much it for this video. I guess I just wanted to say that you cannot be too smart for religion. You can't be smarter than God. Because God knows all, He sees all, He's everywhere, and He's all that. No one can be smarter than Him. And that's it. I will see you in my Address to Racism video. Until then, I'll see you later.